You are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, and you know what those days mean. It's time for another AEW Event Center report for either Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. And now, here is the host of the AEW Event Center Wrestling Report, New Bedford's version of Tony Schiavone, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode number 1699. It looks like by tomorrow, we will be having 1,700 episodes. I'm very excited about that. It's a big accomplishment, and I'm very, very thankful. And thank you for all the folks out there who have supported my channel throughout the 2 years that since it began back in 2022 with a new room and a new vision. Hey, why not? I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm still going to keep doing it. Yes, there's some people that tried to distract me and detract me along the way, but, it was a real bumpy road in the first year, but now we're in the second full year, and it's, like I said, it's been very, very good so far. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's going to continue on, and I'm really excited. As you know, AEW Dynamite Grand Slam has been complete, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The match finally happened. That's right. Nigel McGuinness kicked it off and was waiting for Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson finally came out after he called him out a couple of times. They did the rise of the Valkyries, that little. Instead, they morphed to Europe's Final Countdown. Bryan Danielson finally came out. Was a great matchup. Could have gone either way. But Bryan Danielson didn't win. But as Nigel McGuinness was tapping out, he says, "Thank you." And that's a big, big deal, And I think Nigel McGuinness won one more match with Bryan Danielson. Now that match has happened. And I'm very, very thankful that match has happened. I'm sure he is too. But it was a great matchup. Bryan Danielson. More on Bryan Danielson as the night progresses on, as you know. There's a number one contenders match he needs to look out for. And that's what basically it is. Because Darby Allin just had to put his world title shot on the line. Even though he earned it. You know what I would do? If I lost the title shot that I've earned, and if I would talk to Tony Khan and say, "Hey, listen, even though I earned the title shot, I can await the winner of the matchup, the person that beat me and the champion." So that will be something to be interested in. That's what I would do. But anyways, so Bryan Danielson did win the matchup, but then Christian Cage was about to sign the title. About to sign the shot that he earned off the ladder match, but then Kip Sabian saw that he was going to do it, stole his pen, and took off with it. And as Christian Cage was chasing him, stopping him was Pac and Claudio Castagnoli. What's up with that? And I'm like, they're defending Kip Sabian, or I think they're trying to protect Jon Moxley's investment on this one. That's what I'm thinking. So. And Christian Cage ran the other way. Then the FTW title was on the line. Hook against the Undisputed Kingdom's Roderick Strong, accompanied by my fellow Massachusetts homeboys that I got a picture with this past Sunday, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. If you're friends of mine on Facebook, you gotta check out the video. You gotta check out the pics I've taken. And I also put some of the pics on Instagram with some of the wrestlers I had pictures with, and on X.com as well. If you follow me on any of those social media feeds and you see my pictures, check them out, man. It's really, really cool. I'm hoping to talk a little bit more about this Teddy Goods matchup tomorrow night on Rant and Rave. That's the ultimate goal, because I want that as my main event topic, because I think it's very, very important. Because I know my good buddy Jordy Scow, aka Jordan Little, has expressed that Teddy Goods is one of his favorite wrestlers in the Indies. So I figured it'd be a great way to honor Teddy Goods this way. And really cool guy, really cool peoples. I'm telling you. So, this match of Hook and Roderick Strong, this was FTW rules. And to me, the FTW title was like the AEW's equivalent to a hardcore title. But I know Taz started like in 1998. I think he started it. But in the end, Hook retained the title, and then Tony Schiavone interviewed Hook after the match, but then he says, all good things come to an end. Now, we didn't know what he meant by that, and he decided to retire the FTW Championship. I think that's a really cool idea. It was a family heirloom, and I think Hook knew how much his dad worked hard to create this title and have a title of his own, and then he decided to hand it back to his father Father Taz, and both his father and son embraced a beautiful moment. And I think that's really, really good to do so. And I mean FTW was not the FTW title was not recognized by AEW and all that. But I think he knows how much the title's gotten, how much trouble that title has gotten them into too. But it is a family heirloom. He does not want to lose that family heirloom out of respect for his father Taz. And I think it was a smart idea to retire the title. That way, idiots like Jericho won't disgrace it ever again. And that, I'm Larry Tree. Hi, guys! Hi, guys! Hi, guys! Hi, guys! Really? 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 Anyways, so I think that's totally hilarious, though. But anyways, though, Hook retiring the FTW title, handing over to Taz, his father, embrace a hug. I think it's really classy, and I think it's a beautiful moment right there and then. So another title match. The tag team titles were on the line. The Young Bucks versus Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. And Dallin Callis was joining on commentary, and the momentum was going Fletcher and Ospreay's way until Callis got out of the commentary table to hand Fletcher a screwdriver. He was about to use it. Will Ospreay stops him, but that cost them the matchup as the Young Bucks finished him off. 1, 2, 3. The Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, a.k.a. Beavis and Butthead, still your AEW World Tag Team Champions. I would not be surprised. And I think Kyle Fletcher and kind of looked at him like, what the? And then Will Ospreay knew it. He was like, crap. I would not be surprised, though, if Ospreay and Fletcher go at it for the international title. But next week, though, Ospreay will defend the International Championship against Ricochet in the 5th anniversary show. So that's happening next week. So October the 2nd that is. And so Renee Paquette interviewed the conglomeration as they were about to face Chris Jericho's Learning Tree in a trios match this coming Saturday on Collision Grand Slam. But here's the fun part. Rocky Romero is now an official member of the conglomeration named by Orange Cassidy. So Orange Cassidy, really cool dude as usual. Hey, there's let me know, and he's part of the conglomeration now. I thought that was super cool. So, and then here's the fun part. Here we go. Tony Schiavone interviewed Prince Nana, and Prince Nana was promoting his coffee, and he does the dance, When I swerve, when I drive, when I swerve, when I drive, right? And then Tony Schiavone asks Prince Nana how Swerve, how's he doing? He goes, mentally he's okay, physically he's not medically clear to compete. But he does it for each and every one of you guys, he loves you guys and all. And as he was talking, that when he's going to make a comeback here, excuse me for just a second, and holy mackerel, MVP shows up. I'm not kidding you. MVP is now, he says, why don't you talk to Swerve, give him my business card, and I'm offering him better management. I thought Prince Nana was going to rip that card up, and I was hoping he would, but Prince Nana says, hey, Swerve, I know you know. And so is MVP is recruiting Swerve Strickland? If that's the case, man, I don't know. I really don't know, man. But MVP's here. That means Will, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin, who are well associated with him, not far behind. You know, to my personal opinion, though, if Shad Gaspard was still alive today, him and JTG would have hooked up with MVP. I mean, they've been lifelong friends, but we'll never know. Rest in peace, Shad Gaspard. We miss you, buddy. Yeah, MVP made his AEW debut addressing Swerve Strickland. I mean, addressing Prince Nana about Swerve Strickland. So, well, another third title is on the line. 3 title matches. They're all title matches, or title implications, all these matches. Mariah May defending the AEW Women's World title against Yuka Sakazaki, the magical girl from Southtown. And Sakazaki tried to get off to a good start by jumping her, and it was a heck of a matchup. But in the end, Mariah May hit Storm Zero, Tony Storm's finishing maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Mariah May keeps the title. And Yuka Sakazaki was trying to get up and trying to go after the matchup. But then Mariah May was going to nail with the title, but Willow Nightingale, who's been lifelong friends with Yuka Sakazaki, stopped her. And then Mina Shirakawa, the Venus, my favorite girl, arrives, but she was kind of shocked to see Mariah May blindside Willow Nightingale with the title belt. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And Mariah May, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you," and all that. And Mina Shirakawa's like, "What are you doing? What's up with you?" And I think Mariah May's out for herself now. Mina, I hate to say, you gotta break up the friendship with her. I'm sorry. I feel sad. So, I feel bad. I feel bad for Mina Shirakawa. So, it could lead to a tag team matchup. Rampage, Collision, never know. Now the number 1 contenders match for the AEW World title on the line. Darby Allin defends that title shot against Jon Moxley. Marina Shafir's presence have been a factor in the matchup, in this great matchup, and Darby Allin could never give up. Moxley tried to every which way to get him, put him out, and didn't work. And all of a sudden, an avalanche Death Rider off the top turnbuckle while that was countering whatever Darby Allin was about to do, a superplex, and ended up pinning Darby Allin, and he wins the matchup. But then, after the match, Bryan Danielson showed up with a necktie. Whose necktie was that? It was Justin could it be Justin Roberts? I don't know. But he choked out Moxley with it. Marina Shafir, Pac, and Claudio Castagnoli. Pac and Castagnoli came back out to pry him off of a Moxley, and they're about to attack him until Private Party and Commander came in. And then Bryan Danielson says, "You want a war? I'll declare war. You got your title match at Wrestle Dream, now I'm going to kick your effing head in." And I thought, ooh boy. And then that brawl that happened will lead to another title match, a trios title match, as Pac, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta, we don't know where his head's at, defending it against Private Party and Commander. It's good to see Private Party and Commander part of that main event status now in AEW. I thought that was pretty cool when they took part in it in the end. However, the 5th anniversary show is next week, so it'll be very interesting to see who is going to show up there and everything else. We got Rampage Grand Slam and Collision Grand Slam this coming weekend. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to 1699 of Eric Levy Shenanigans 1977. Thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow, we got Press Your Luck, and then on the David 3000 channel, I'll be hosting the final episode of the Dugout Crew podcast for the season of 2024 MLB season. Hopefully Jesse Ortiz will join me there. I believe Joey Acacia is trying to attend all the Oakland A's games, and he had to work and all that. That's why he's unable to attend, but I will address the status of Mr. Acacia because he did talk to me earlier on about he talked to me earlier on, and I will explain that tomorrow on the David 3000 Network. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Just tune in, David 3000 Network at 3 o'clock here on YouTube. I'll be hosting the Dugout Group broadcast, final episode of the 2024 season. And then afterwards, we got Rant and Rave. I think the gang's all back, so we'll have a lot of fun there. So thank you for tuning in. So be tuning in on Brandon Martin's channel as well. Thanks for tuning in to the show, and I will see you on the next episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. And until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.